Oh, Baltimore, ain't it hard just to live? Hard times in the city. There ain't nowhere else to run to. There ain't nothing here for free. Oh, Baltimore, ain't it hard? Nina Simone. Nina painted a very depressing picture of Baltimore in that scene. So now here we are. I don't know how long ago that song was made, but there's some bad things going on in Baltimore, Maryland, honey. Hi. Hi, y'all. Hi, Lane. Tequila, 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 Annette, Natasha, mm-hmm. Cat Bus for ants. Cat Bus for ants. People, the streets are alive with the sound of music. They're all talking about this situation where Rita has finally decided that the line has been crossed, and now she's going to take this boy, Sean Bradley, and I believe two other people to court. Now, the paperwork, she came on, she announced this because essentially this is still an internet situation. She wanted to announce this to everyone that she was taking him to court. What she's trying to do is to get him to leave her alone. So what she was saying is the paperwork essentially saying it sounds more like a restraining order than anything else. To me, sounds like she's getting a restraining order against these people because these people have taken this shit off of YouTube once again. I just don't know how we can help ourselves, people. I mean, here we go again. These people take shit off of YouTube. It becomes an unpleasant, dangerous thing when it's supposed to be online banter. So, like I've said many, many times, people need to stop having these beefs with people in their same towns, right? So apparently, this girl, I guess daughter here, has said she was just happened to be driving down the street in a city the size of Baltimore, and she just happens to see Bill, Rita's husband. I don't know, taking his groceries in or doing something. And so she follows him to see what their address is. This, I mean, how else do you find doxing? They have taken this woman's address and they've posted it now and made it public. And I think this is what she's so pissed off about, right? Because as long as you're running your mouth online, that's one thing. But when you start having people uncomfortable in their own home, when you start having to sit your children down and telling them to watch out for people who are watching you, when you start making people feel uncomfortable where they lay their head, honey, you have gone too goddamn far. It is wrong, people. Does anybody even give a fuck about what's right and what's wrong? How do you feel? Listen, it is part of a husband, as I see it. I'm not heterosexual, so I don't know how your husband and wives carry on, but it is part of a man's job to protect his family, right? I don't know anything about Bill or whatever. All we know about basically is Rita, right? I guess they drive around something like that. He's there, but we don't know anything about this man. But you have these people driving around your house, reporting your address. You have a wife and a family. There you are. It is part of your responsibility to take care of them. So how easily can this go sour? They know where Bradley lives. What is this man had a couple of drinks. He then went online and saw his wife being disrespected like they do when they're going back and forth. He knows where this fool lives at. And this man decides to go over there and kick that nigga's door off the hinges. It can so easily happen. All it takes is a hit of that Hennessy, honey. So she gonna sue these people for stalking her. Listen, I have compassion for this woman. She's not a single woman, but at the same time, she's raising these children. She's doing a lot of this work. raising his children. We saw how they stalked Rita before, how this other disgusting person is going around showing pictures of her house, pictures inside of her house, picture inside of her bathroom, all up under her bed, all these disgusting things, right? Because Rita has gone through. I personally have gone through. I would hate people to see me at my worst. You couldn't deal with it. You couldn't handle the truth. She is doing better. Don't we want her to do better, black people? I mean, wouldn't we prefer the Rita do better? If you are making such an issue of how bad she was doing then, so you want to stalk her when she's doing bad, and then you want to stalk her when she's doing good or much better? Her apartment looks nice, the neighborhood is nice. She has finally got her family out of whatever ghetto type situation she was in. Now she's got a chance to start over. She looks like, or appears to be, cleaning her life up. I mean, drugs is a hard thing, baby. And so if she has making the effort on all points of her life to improve the conditions of her life, why is these niggas still bothering her? I don't understand it. You people, you come on here, you want to be, oh, I'm better than you. Oh, my taxes pay for you. Oh, you on government assistance. Don't you want her to get off of government assistance? Don't we want her to do better? Don't we want her children to live in a clean environment? Do we hate her children? What is this shit? So she's taking her to court. Jay Dunn over there running her mouth. Oh, did Tim Blaine say anything about her calling the police? He called it? Girl, that is in her personal life, involving her personal family, Miss Thing. It is totally different than what you're talking about, Jay Dunn. So let that one go, honey. You got no argument at all. Hey, people. Hi, Ronnie Q. Bill has been victimized. We can't call Bill the bully in any way. Right. But at some point, Bill's going to have enough. And we can all look at Sean Bradley and say, Sean Bradley can't fight nobody, child. He just run his mouth. It's easy for him to run his mouth. He talks to only women. So if Bill wanted to go over there and sock that nigga in his mouth, then y'all want to arrest Bill. When it is his responsibility to protect his family. You know how I became aware of Rita, even the name Rita the baddest roaster? Did he give her the name? Because from what I remember, he put up a contest, and I believe the contest paid like $100 or something like that. And he wanted to crown the baddest roaster. And I had just did my Black series on Wilson, so I thought I had read his insides out. But I said, "Who is this woman?" I said I should get the prize, but no, it was Rita who got the prize. And immediately after Rita won the prize for the baddest roaster, given out by Sean Bradley, he gave her the money. They started attacking. They hated that woman winning that, or him saying that she was the baddest roaster, right? So he birthed all of her problems with his $100. So now they have been beefing for quite some time. People, learn how to use your mouth. Get smarter. Don't get dumber and dumber and dumber, right? Doxing is the lowest form, girl, of social media interaction. It is the lowest form, girl. It's when you're scraping the bottom, child. Now, I've seen that boy want to go to the store and find out if she had a fight. Was this woman in the store? Or why are you investigating people? See, it gets real nasty when you live in the same town, right? When somebody come and knock on your door. There's several niggas I will be glad that they don't live near me, right? It makes it easier for everybody. Anyway, so he's going to have his fight with this woman. Yo, a lot of y'all in here. How y'all doing? I know y'all got opinions about this. It seems to be what anybody can talk about. Okay. They're going to force that man's hand. Is what's going to happen. They're going to run their mouth and run their mouth and run their mouth. And you expect this grown-ass man to sit back and watch you victimize and terrorize his wife, the children who he's responsible for, right? A man's only going to take so much of that, from what I understand, of a heterosexual man with a family. It's his obligation. So she decided to fight back with the law. These people, they won't stop. How you gonna go by somebody? This girl just got her a new apartment, a new beginning, a new start. She finally got her some nice furniture. She got her a nice, beautiful, clean house. I mean, I think a lot of this stuff too. Also, it's all based in jealousy. I think a lot of people, if they think somebody is getting help, and they know they are struggling their own damn self, they feel like they're supposed to be better than them because their work or their situation is better, and they don't got no kids to be responsible for, whatever. They resent when you get anything. They don't want you to have nothing. These are black people. This is what we've devolved into, people. Right? We need to be encouraging that woman to be the best breeder she can be. She's amusing. She's funny. He called her the baddest roaster. He decided that out of all the people in the beef sector, she was the most humorous, and she roasted better than anybody else. She was doing her skits then. But immediately after she won that $100, the vultures start coming out the bushes, attacking Miss Rita, right? Now, I don't know. I don't follow that channel. I don't know a lot about the situations between them or whatever. All I know is they all live in the same damn town, and this thing is about to blow up, right? On the other hand, here you got Bradley over there. He's still resentful because Rita refused to come to the show. And he felt like that she has taken their tickets. Did anybody tell you go sending that woman tickets to spending your money on that woman? She ain't agreed. And who told you to go buy her tickets to somewhere? Did you take ownership of her? So it didn't work out for whatever reason. She's taking care of several children, one with special needs. Maybe she couldn't just get up and leave to go play with Sean Bradley in Atlanta, Georgia. He resents that. So if he hated her so much and he was so angry with her, why was he trying to lure her into Atlanta? He was he wanted her there so bad. Atlanta, whatever city, Atlanta or the other one. What was it? Florida. You wanted her there so bad. So how deep did your hatred run? I think he is still resentful. He felt like he got played, whatever. I'm starting to think that Sean Bradley is the one being played. I'm starting to think that the show is a scam. That's what I believe, honey. Because why ain't they talking about the show no more? Why, when they're supposed to be freer than they were a few months ago, are they able to go on to Las Vegas to just spend money? That's it. No show, no taping, no nothing, right? I'm beginning to think that people have raised money for show from investors. They need something to show, right? I've seen a lot of this on what's that, American Greed? Well, they have to have something to show their investors in order to seduce investors, right? So they need some action shots, right? But it's beginning to look like that's really all they got. Otherwise, why all the secrecy? Correct? Maybe we just came on here and used those fools. I'll include myself. Although for me, it's just a weekend trip, whatever. I might take a weekend trip to LA tomorrow if I want to. It's just something to do, you know. Whatever. We have used these people. We've gotten just enough footage to keep raising money. What happens when you raise money? Y'all learn from Donald Trump. You raise all this money for your cause, right? But the majority of the money that you raise goes into the person, the director, the person who is raising the money, right? Unless you can produce something after 2 years, unless you can show us something, girl, I really believe there ain't no show. Take a break off social media. Let me see. Y'all been following them more than I do. Somebody trying his hardest to act unbothered. He is, of course, he's bothered, child. He says he has a government job and government, some kind of military. You know, the military saved their boy's ass, honey. When you are a young boy and you don't know what the fuck you want to do, and you don't have many options, and you live in I don't know if he lived in Baltimore then, but you don't have a lot of options, right? The military becomes a very viable option. And it makes a lot of sense. I even went applied myself. I got so mad at my mom, I went down there and applied. But I had varicose veins in one of my legs. They wouldn't take me. But the military has been the reason this boy is even survived. I mean, you can hear the way he talks, girl. Is that what you would consider to be an instructor? No, they've given him the job and they've made it possible for him to move into these houses, which he's managed to fuck up, even though they basically gave them to him, right? So if he is so dependent on the military still, after all this time, and if his job is still connected to the military in some way, why is he willing to bet it all to go over here and try to terrorize somebody on YouTube? That's what I don't understand. These people that see, they like to think that they're stepping on the little people, right? I'm gonna call Social Security on you. I'm gonna call the house door on you. I'm gonna take your food stamp, all this kind of shit, right? But they're the ones that got most to lose. Honey, he got so much more to lose than Rita, right? They ain't gonna put Rita and her kids on the street. Shit. If she lost her apartment, she gets to get another one. And the state will still pay for it. Not for her, for the kids. Right? Baby, stop that. Don't start. He laid down, look at his dad. Where was I at? That's the sad way to live. Ain't it hard just to live? That damn Nina Simone almost had me about to cry. She made that song sound so bad. They were showing Baltimore blight. But listen, if we ever gonna get free, honey, if we ever gonna get better, child, we need to be encouraging these single mothers. She's not a single mother, but still, people in those conditions. And I personally, I don't believe that a person is a drug addict forever. That's a drug addict. See, 12-step AA will always want to encourage people. Once a drug, I'm always a drug addict. Hi, my name is Timothy Blaine. I'm a drug addict. Like, that's supposed to go on forever. And for my personal life, I believe that's what you're going through. There are a lot of people in the 1960s, honey, when they had the free love and all this shit. San Francisco was overrun with all these hippies and all this. Most of those people are not hippies anymore, girl. Most of those people who were doing drugs in the 60s is all in here protest everything, you know, anti-society, and they were all living in flop houses and all the kind of stuff. Most of those people are no longer drug addicts, honey. Right? So because you are doing a drug or you're having a struggle, that does not mean that that is going to be the rest of your life. Rita is a human being, a person. Yes, she's had her struggles, honey. She ain't abandoned her kids. Can y'all, everybody on here say that? But you people want to do everything you can to try to destroy this woman. There's something you hate about her, yet you made her the baddest roaster. Make it make sense. Hi, 42. Wait a minute, they told me what that means. 42WNB King. 420. Wait a minute, 420 King. Okay. Hi, 420 King. Ain't it hard just to live? My mama was a single woman. She married a deranged nut who was abusive. He took her to San Francisco when we were babies. I came here, I was 1. And we stayed here for 3 years. He had lost his mind. And she had to sneak away to get away from this abusive man, right? And she got back to Indiana. Well, first we went to New York, and he followed us there. Same thing happened, of course. Then he followed us back to Indianapolis. My mother is from a big family. We have plenty of family, right? That nigga was not going to act that way in our town. That's why he took her away to become abusive. He was not abusive in Indiana. My mother had 5 brothers, right? So she's able to get her divorce in Indianapolis, where she had support, shall we say. When she got a divorce, then she had to move into the projects. She had no other options. She had 3 children. She hadn't worked. We were little kids, so she had to really be with the kids. My mother, she went and got herself a job at a factory, and we moved into those projects. And in 3 years, she was able to save money, to get her own house. No, to get her own car first. She finally got her own car, a new car, a Pinto. Y'all remember the Ford Pinto? I thought it was so cute. When she got her first car, she had to be, I don't know, close to 30 years old. Anyway, she got her car, then she got her own home, honey. Yes, HUD helped her to get her own home. It was necessary, child. It was necessary. My mother worked every day at that factory, child. She brought her children out of the projects. She became a suburban type mother. And I think she did a great job. Now, I made some other decisions later on, but my two sisters, they didn't make those kind of decisions. So everybody thrived. But it all started in those projects when she had to get away from dude. So because of your situation, your circumstance, girl, that's not going to be forever. So we want you to do better, right? We just got a great brain. Why are you trying to oppress and suppress her? All right. What I'm saying is this. I don't know what kind of family she has in Baltimore or what kind of friends she has in Baltimore. But the point is, you're all in Baltimore. Somebody could get hurt. She's chose to go the legal route because she's trying or attempting to protect her family and her home. She moved into a new neighborhood. You should be applauding her moving to a new neighborhood. She's got a new chance, right? I don't think Rita's going to be doing drugs forever. It looks like she's not even doing them now, right? But people are trying to use her past to bash her over the head and make it hard for her. Sean Bradley, even though you feel like a woman on the inside, you are still a man being abusive to a woman. I don't know how much that woman's husband is going to, how much more of that he's going to take or deal with. So it may be the legal route is the best route for you, because in the physical, I just don't think you can handle yourself, brother. I'm telling you the truth. You push and push and push, and at some point, that man's going to say enough. So it might be best for you to go on the court and settle your situation. Hey, people. Y'all go over there and hear that woman sing that song, honey, Oooh Baltimore, Nina Simone. She's before my time. I wasn't even aware of her, but I heard that song one time in Los Angeles. And it's so sad, but it's like a jazzy beat. I wish I could play music on here. Some people don't care about playing music. They're not really depending on AdSense checking and like that. Any of y'all read my book? Go ahead and read it. You might enjoy it. But don't think that situations on that happen on here is because I've taken things, people's personal things and expounded on them. It's not the truth. It's the stuff we can replace the people, and it's the same old shit. It is the same old shit heading in the same direction, honey. Right? So that dead woman over there tried to make one of my characters Rita. The only thing they have in common is that they're raising children and that these fools have doxed her. That's it. But that happens all the time, right? Sean Bradley, get your priorities together, honey. And remember, you're only in that big house because of the government. And you're only on that job because of the government. Because if you actually had to go out there and get a job, I mean, without the military background or without the military help, what are you qualified to do, honey? You say you give instruction, but who's gonna pay you to give them instruction? Except they are in the military, right? You know, there's certain type of characters, honey. They're just bad people. People talk about coming. I'm gonna send your neighbors this. I'm gonna call your mother. I'm gonna call police and send them to your house. I'm gonna send the SWAT team to your house. Say you got a gun in you. What is with all that shit, girl? Can't you talk? What is wrong with these people? All you're showing is that you're ignorant. You're stupid. You can't talk. So you got to try to employ somebody else to fight your battles. whether it's the CPR, Child Protective Service, whether it's police, whoever the hell it is, you need somebody to help you. You ain't over your head. If that was my wife, there would not be a grown man on YouTube terrorizing my wife, my family, and my home. It wouldn't happen. That y'all is smart on here. Y'all get everything. Okay. I want to read what Miss Gwynny Q say. That Valley Girl voice won't save him. I'm confused. I'm confused. Sean Bradley, where are you from? Baton Rouge, some damn where, child. Where the fuck did you pick up this? Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm confused. I'm confused. Where did that voice come from, child? Exactly. You weren't raised by white people. It's like a mixture. It's like a mixture of country and Valley Girl. It's the strangest thing, this persona that he presents at it. You are right. It is a Valley Girl voice. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone on the Patreon. So he only comes on YouTube to promote the Patreon and the Zoom, right? He's messed up so bad on YouTube so many times. Hi, Deanna Irving. Deanna Irving, I was going to ask you about setting up. I thought, I've never done a giveaway on here or anything like that. I just don't like getting involved with money, period, with people. Because they'll turn, where your money at? No, you do this, all that kind of stuff. But I thought to promote Murder in the B sector, I said, I wonder if I could have like a giveaway, like put up like $100. I just put it up out of my own pocket, $100, and then have like maybe 15 questions, and the person who got the highest number of the details within the book. That way we would be sure it would be promoting the book, because they would have to read the book in order to play, right? If you read the book, you're going to know certain things, certain details, right? That might be a promotional tool. So I might be reaching out to you by email. Maybe you can help me give me some pointers on how to point that out. I mean, how to set that up. I know that there I could come up with the questions just because I know the story so well. And then I guess people who just answer in the chat, maybe, or maybe the first one that they answer the question right would get the points, and then they would build up something like that. I should do something like that, but I can't do it until I've actually re-released the novel, which is, I think, is 8 more days, something like that. So maybe you can give me some pointers. You have my email and I have yours. Okay. You can't win. Miss Info says you can't win in this sector. They get mad when people do better than themselves. Right? It's all about just doing better than they're. Why can't you people just live your damn life? Maybe these cameras are the mistake, honey. Maybe they ought to give us all black screen and just show our heads, because people they're all involved in. Oh, look at that face. Oh, he's a white face. Oh, look at that over there. Look at that. Look at your children. Oh, look at your dog. Your dog need to be washed. And they get all these reasons, girl, that they are somehow better than you are. Trying to find fault, trying to find flaw, honey. Maybe that doesn't even serve us right. Right? I don't know. I don't know. But you are right. So I'd like to do a rendition now. Okay, so Miss Info says you can't win in this sector. They get mad when people do better than themselves. And there was a song. So Michael Jackson tried to explain it. You can't win. You might break even, but tomorrow's gonna be the same. No, you can't win, child. But you can't get out of the game. You can't get out of the game. Then Michael hit it. You can't get out of the game. Oh. You can't win, baby. Tomorrow's going to be the same. No, you can't win, child. Jealousy misery. I say you can't see behind smiling faces sometimes. Well, they don't tell the truth. Oh Lord, beware of the handshake. I'm telling you, beware. Beware of the pat on the back. It just might hold you back. Jealousy, misery, something being, I'm telling you, you can't see behind smiling faces. Smiling. You see how when she got a new house, they got more evil. They hated her more. They liked her more when she was in the bad situations where she left. They would prefer her to stay there so they can piss and shit all over her every day, I guess. Mm. Yep, they victimized Bill. Okay, there were pictures of Bill taken while he was outside minding his own business in front of his home with his family and his wife. Right? He is a victim too. It is the truth. Why would you do that? Why would you try to bring all this shit onto their new start? What happens when people do better? They tend to want to do better. It's always like the next thing, right? You're going to climb up. Now I'm in a bigger apartment, a better life for my kids and all that. So now I want to do the next thing. So now let's think about a house, baby. Or I want to apply for that job. I think I can get that job. And she encourages him. And you want to do better. These niggas want to keep you down. They don't want you doing no damn better. And then they want to bitch and complain about you being down. You talking about because she had a problem with Percocet. Is she the only one? She didn't abandon her family. He didn't abandon her. Right? People just doing the best they can, honey. Mm-hmm. What they doing? They smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstab. I keep getting all these visits from my friends. Yeah. What they doing, they come to my, but not again, again, and again. Somebody's out to get my woman. I don't even be home, but they just keep on coming. What can I do to get on the right track? I wish they'd take some of these knives out my back. They smiling in your face. Smiling faces. Smiling faces. Sometimes she has to better for herself. She is doing better for herself. So I think she's doing a whole lot better for herself. Mm-hmm. Hell, I have her dining set. I have that in my house. Shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't buy this shit because you're a drug addict. No, I'm a person who's doing drugs. Whatever I'm a person having a struggle. Right? Is that going to define the rest of my life? And sometimes you're going to get tired, Miss Minnie. You're going to get tired, girl. Am I a drug addict? I ain't did drugs in 20 years. Am I a drug addict? Well, 12-step will tell you that you were still a drug addict. You still, well, whatever the verbiage is, you're still the same thing. You're saying you're a drug addict forever. Therefore, you don't do drugs. I'm saying God has delivered me. Therefore, I don't do drugs forever. So it's the same thing. It's just semantics. However you choose, whatever kind of language you choose to use. But don't define somebody about what they're going through right now. Right? That ain't necessarily the end of the story, honey. Yes, some people do die in addiction, and a whole lot of people don't. Of course, she's suffered. Yeah, she suffered a lot of trauma. Yeah, she's been through, honey. She had a hard time. And then the thing is, they talk about you so bad, but they ain't helping themselves. Oh, the economy's taking care of it. No, girl. YouTube, I won't give a damn what people think about it. YouTube is a job. It is a job. It is you providing for your family. You say, oh, she was online for 5 hours. How's she going to be online for 5 hours? Maybe that 5 hours provided food for her family. Maybe that 5 hours paid for the lights, kept the lights on, honey. Right? Whether she works outside, if she works at McDonald's, that make you feel better. If she works outside the home or inside the home, it still work. Right? They say she's not, I don't know all these people's business and all that kind of stuff, right? But not everybody just pays just from AdSense. As a matter of fact, if you are a person who gets super chats, AdSense is really the smallest part of it, right? That's why some of these people can play music and stuff because they don't care. They get super chats, they get cash apps. That's more than they get from AdSense. Or they just don't need the money. You know, some people, they just work, they just do this for the fun of it, the hell of it. At some point, though, they may build up such an audience that they now recognize that I could do this for a living if I choose to. When your Google account is paying you more than your job, then a lot of people come to the conclusion that they want to be full-time YouTubers. It happens. It happens. It's work, baby. Every time we do a skit, put on an outfit and entertain y'all, that's work. Some of you say somebody is not monetized. That ain't forever. Damn, how long is the punishment supposed to be? You still got to build your audience. So when you are paid, you'll be, you'll have these bigger numbers. You still got to maintain. Right? So I don't know details. All I know is that she put out papers. I guess it was 3 people. And it's right. You shouldn't be out there following people. What the hell's wrong? What is wrong with these people? That's what I mean about beefing with the people living in the same town with you, child. One of these days, somebody gonna take off, and then we'll just lose another one. Or they could end up like my new novel. They just kept fucking with people and fucking with people and fucking with people, and one day they fuck with the wrong one. That is the premise of the book. This time they picked the wrong one, baby. You got the right one, baby. Mm-hmm. How Nicole Reloaded? World War 18. Mm-hmm. And the beat goes on, and the beat goes on. It's terrible you can't be comfortable in your own house. You shouldn't be peeking out your damn windows behind some bullshit on YouTube, honey. People shouldn't have to be having guns in their house because they're worried about some bitch coming from YouTube, girl, to knock on their goddamn door. Or follow their kids. Mama, there was this guy at the school. What's that going to do to a person, average person? Your children tell you this, they feel like somebody's been following them to school or taking pictures of them at school. What does that do to the average person? Just keep on playing. Everything's like hee. Winnie, what you doing? You're nervous? What you doing over there dancing, boy? Daddy, I'm okay. Raise the tail. You see me raise the tail? I don't want to scratch up the sofa. Let me see. I'm back behind again. I see. Tupac loves his drug addicted mama. Tupac loves his drug addicted mama. He probably had issues his own damn self. Mm-hmm. She still was his black queen. That's right. I always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You only get one. You only get one. Yeah. I always love my mama. She brought me in this world. So what your mama had struggles? People have all kinds of struggles, honey. There are women on here right now not knowing they're going to get beat up tonight. That's a struggle. More than one way to struggle, honey. You only get one. You only get early one Sunday morning. Breakfast was on the table. She said to me, boy, hurry to Sunday school. Oh, Sadie, Sadie Mae, don't you know we be loving you, sweet Sadie? Wow, wow, wow. Place no one above you, sweet Sadie. Living in the land. Y'all think you're better than your mama? Until those same issues will come, and then you have to deal with them. And you say, oh, now I understand what mama was going through. I understand. Self-proclaimed well-to-do are stooping to such low. Self-proclaimed well-to-do are stooping to such lows, mind you. You acting like gutter trash, and you're supposed to be well-to-do. You the middle class, and you're gonna sit on your porch. I'm sitting on my porch. When do you have time to be a messy queen on YouTube, then, child? God damn. You should be able to come to YouTube, girl. Do your 20 minutes or an hour. Well, he only gives YouTube like 3 and 4 minute videos, all saying go to Patreon. Oh, we're gonna have it on Patreon. Oh, it's going on Patreon. Oh, the Zoom. Pay your $54.90, girl. Everything's a promotion, child. If you want to talk to your people, just talk to them. Damn. Is everything for $1? He act like he don't need no dollar, but yet he's constantly obsessed with getting all these people over here on his Patreon so he can act a damn fool. All I'm saying to you, Sean Bradley, is remember that's somebody's wife. Somebody's wife. And it's somebody's sister. Okay? You live in the same town. Don't be a damn fool. And we have seen some of the footage of what goes on in the courtrooms even. You mix them families together in them courtrooms, child, and grandma come across that goddamn thing or swinging her purse. You ain't totally protected because you're in there. Well, Barney Q says she's talking to RJ Supreme. Well, his license to foster kids was allegedly taken, as were his foster kids. They're not there no more. Yet he wants to call Rita a bad mother, and is silent on his bad parenting. So why did they take the kids from him? But they'd apparently been to Rita's house several times, and they have not taken her children. I mean, the evidence is clear that they took yours. We already hear the vulgar way that you spoke to those children, so we can only imagine what went on off of the screen. So when it makes you then you have a right to sit in judgment over someone else's parenting, right? A woman's children, they come out of their body. That is their DNA. Essentially, their children are them because they have this. That is their DNA, right? You're not going to match that by being a foster parent, right? I'm sure if those kids were your actual children, you would not let them just run in the streets, girl, while you go make your videos. I can't repeat that one, J Boss. I'm sorry. Okay, hey, fat girl, we had coming. She needs to leave folks alone. How's she gonna leave folks alone, child? If people are fucking with you, how you gonna not fuck with them back? I mean, it's the beef. That's all they do on here, child. That's all they do. He crowned her the queen of the beef sector. He called her the baddest roaster and gave her $100. Right? So why then is she not supposed to roast? If you said she was the best daddy, she was the queen of it, right? So now, since you don't want to go to your event, you feel like you feel let down by her. Now she is the worst person in the world for being a bad roaster, for roasting people, roasting and gagging. You should be able to do it with your mouth, I think. I don't think there's any reason for you to know where nobody lives. I don't think there's any reason for you to do all this investigative reporting kind of stuff. Honey, y'all got to read Murder in the Beef Sector. Y'all gonna say, oh, he promoting his book. Yeah, that's the way it's gonna be, baby. I believe there is so much reality there, girl. All we did was change the people and their stories. Well, he said he sued his mama. He's proud of that at 14, 15 years old. So that tells you the situation with the relationships. I mean, no matter what your relationship is with your family, you know how teenagers are a mess anyway, preteens. But for you to take time to go down to the courthouse to sue your own goddamn mama, child, it kind of speaks to what kind of background you came. So maybe there's some jealousy there. At least Rita stayed with her children. She didn't abandon them, honey. Don't think it don't happen every day. And there's so many grandmothers in this country raising their children, their dysfunctional children's kids. Right? Many on here raised by somebody else because the parents were so irresponsible. Because when those parents got on drugs, they decided they chose the drugs over the kids. She held on. Hold on. Just a little. She didn't start no mess. Girl, come on now. Fat girl, Rita started this mess. She thought she was untouchable. How she started, girl? All right. Everybody got their favorites. Hold on. Daddy, please don't sing. If you just do it without singing. What are you doing? Let me check the time. My baby is giving me the blues. Let me see. He is. People, y'all think dogs are stupid, right? Y'all always talking about dogs stupid. This dog come over here are bothering me, looking at me, waving the tail, holding up. Right? It is exactly 4:28. As I've told you guys many times, he goes out at 4:30. He has a clock. When I wake up in the morning, he is right there in my face, right here. He knows exactly what time it is, child. It is 6 o'clock. Get your black ass up. Okay, we're going to just give me a few minutes, would you please? Thank you, Squeenie. We're going to be okay. That just amazes me, though. And when I pray in the morning, he goes to the other side of the bed and wait till I'm finished praying. He will not come near me while I'm praying in my space, on my knees. He won't come. He knows it automatically. When I'm looking at my adult entertainment, he goes off into his corner. He knows, and he knows when it's over. I ain't being nasty. I'm just telling you the truth. These dogs are smart, honey. Y'all know how many dogs have good jobs? Some of these dogs got better jobs than y'all. I'm just telling you the truth. I know better than me. Do you know the dogs that have jobs as cadaver dogs? They can sniff out and find dead bodies. There are dogs who are policemen. There are dogs who are military, invested in the military, trained by the military. There are dogs who sniff out drugs. There are dogs who will protect your house. That's their job. Not all dogs are even inside. They're outside. They're protecting the home. That's a job. They got them sleigh dogs up there. You know how what's those big old sleigh dogs? Where's it? Antarctic? They got the thing around them where it has water in there for if somebody's hurt or something. They can find the person and bring them water and then alert the people to where the person is. Mm-hmm. Some of these dogs smarter than us, honey, in certain ways. Sean Bradley got to be the center of attention. He's the center of attention with his little group. That's why y'all notice he only addresses a club chat. He never addresses YouTube. There's always club chat. He's corralled them ladies, and them ladies over there is vicious. If y'all go over there and listen to some of their comments in their sector, the things that they say, the nasty way they talk about people. Oh my God. So they have found a kindred spirit in him. And that's only people. That's why he has to always move them off of YouTube. He ain't trying to have nothing on YouTube, honey. He wants to have these isolated people who actually support and listen to him. And a lot of them have a very similar type personality, right? You hear the same name mentioned over and over again. Miss Myrtle Snow and all these things. What'd you say that, Miss Myrtle Snow? Oh, I shouldn't have said the name there. Here they come. Here they come, walking down the street. They get the funniest looks from everyone with me. Hey, to the monkeys. I used to love the Monkees in the late 60s. In the late 60s, I loved to watch the Monkees. Peter and Michael. How we doing over here? Okay. YouTube has jobs for folks with 15 degrees. They have jobs for folks with 15 degrees. Well, we already see that a lot of the people who talk about their degrees are some of the dumbest motherfuckers on here. I mean, as far as this thing goes, some of their arguments don't make any sense. I thought you went to college to learn how to think, right? The dog knows Jesus is powerful. I'm sure animals have a way of their worship. They got their own way. We don't know what they're talking to. Are you talking to Jesus, dog? They communicate with each other. Now, it appears to us that all they do is sniff each other's asses and their balls. Somehow or other, they're communicating in their pee. Because every day, when you take the dog for a walk, they got to check their pee mail, you know. And as soon as they see a dog pee somewhere, they got to go over there and they got to sniff it. So I guess they're getting information from the pee. And when they go out in the morning, they go to the exact same spots, and they smell the pee there, and then they put their pee on top of that pee. So I guess they're sharing that territory. These are the dogs that live on this block, kind of thing. I don't know. Squeenie won't explain it to me. He really don't talk that much. He doesn't say much. I know some idiots right here on YouTube with some PhDs, honey, or masters or something. Many times it's just what kind of support you have, right? If your parents they're supporting you and making you take certain classes and making you stay and stick and stay, and they're paying for everything and they're telling you to go, then yeah, you might finish. If you hang around long enough, you keep showing up. But I don't know if that makes you smart. I mean, maybe Donald Trump is good with finance, they say, because all he did was lose fortunes over and over and over and over and over again. They say, oh, look what he did. Look what he did this. Yeah, but he had millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars handed to him to do it. And it ended up in ruin, but whatever. You could say, well, is he a graduate from Wharton? Really? Does anybody believe that Donald Trump didn't just pay somebody to take the test for him? Take the easier route at every opportunity? Of course he did. That's his character. Got degrees still on here on YouTube, honey, trying to get $1. Trying to get $1. As child, wait a minute. They'd be the first to get killed in a horror film. Disposable, you might say. One thing about them streets, though, you realize that, baby, there are a lot of smart people in the streets. Everybody got sidetracked this way and that way. Then maybe they didn't make it in corporate America. There's a lot of smart people out there, honey. You can be look at the Italian gangsters. A lot of them don't even have a high school diploma, yet they're living in $10 million houses. All that bad news. Make sure I'm at home at night, because the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Watch out, because the freaks come out. I don't like it at night no more. When I was I lived at night. I slept during the day, but they do come out at night. The drug addicts, honey, rule at night. So I ain't got no business to be out there. You go in the Safeway, child. I'm telling you, our Safeway here, the one next door to me, they have more security guards in there than they have tellers. It is not an exaggeration at all. They got armed guards following you around because situation has gotten so far out of control here, and COVID has exacerbated the situation where a lot of the stores downtown, they don't even try to steal the stuff anymore. They just take it. The freaks come out at night. So Target, they close at 6 o'clock now, and many of them are following suit, from what I understand. What? Oh, what a terrible! Why did you say that for the viewers of you? Tim is turning into Tracy with the misinformation. Oh! Let me write this down. This is the first time the viewers of you ever come from me. What you come from me, girl? What's the information, girl? I'm just going by what I see, honey. I am not going to be sitting up here watching no 10 Sean Bradley videos and 10 Rita videos and then going back and forth and do all this research on these damn people. I don't care that much, girl. I'm just talking about what I see here, what is obvious to me. The general situation with all this goddamn doxing. Y'all want to defend the doxing, girl, until it happens to you. Somebody start digging in your business. They say, oh, are you scared of? Oh, you scared the white man gonna get you? Girl, everybody, nobody in America wants anybody digging around in their personal business, their personal finance, however they get their money, girl. Nobody wants that. I don't give a goddamn if they are you think people on Wall Street want somebody digging around in their finances? You think Donald Trump is having a good time right now with all these people digging in his finances? Nobody wants it, girl. You think the church deacon wants somebody digging around in every detail of everything he's done since he's been in ministry? Nobody wants it, child. I don't know why y'all trying to make it seem like, oh, they got something to hide. Everybody got something. It's their business. It is their business. Damn. I mean, why is that hard to understand, honey? Anyway, the book is called Murder in the Beef Sector. Coming soon to a channel near you. Thank you. Excuse me. Many degrees do you have to have with all these jobs? There you're back on track, viewers of you. He doesn't want a threesome. What do you mean, viewers? Why are you all over the place, baby? You one of my favorites. People are getting PP loans in their dogs' names. Oh, Lord. That must have been some easy money. I'm glad I missed that one, honey. All money is not good money. Last thing you need is the government coming after your ass 3 years after something you done did. And now you got, excuse me, and now you got to pay them for the rest of your life. You know how many people don't even get a tax refund check? They can't get one. Because of some damn debt they had with the government 30 years ago. Their student loans and things. Oh no, you can't pay. Well, then you can't have them pay it down if you still charge me interest, honey. All I'm paying is interest. Okay, thank you for waiting, boy. I understand. I gotta take my dog out, people. All right, y'all have a good Saturday. Let's pray that nothing bad happens in Baltimore. Oh, I love the way Nina Simone sing. Oh, Baltimore. Ain't it hard? Well, all these stories are all mixed up, child. I just stay the fuck away from me, people. I just can't wrap my head around people sitting in their house, honey, and people following them home. And people, when you go to the supermarket, you're suspicious of people. You're looking around, people act like they're on their phone. Oh, they're taking a picture of me. They're taking a picture of me. Crazy. For what? Me and my sweet Squeenie, we're going to take ourselves a walk now. Thanks for coming in, guys. Enjoy your Saturday. Later.